So in the past 6 months, I think Team Ohana has really changed the game for how we operate with each other. So, when I outlined the problems, you could see that there would be what I call trust gaps between departments, right? I approved this and then finance didn't agree, or finance would approve this and I didn't know about it. I think Team Ohana has basically brought all of us into one place. And before Team Ohana, anything that went through Greenhouse was then automated all the way from employee entrance to Bamboo HR to exit. But at the time of the rec and at the time of the budget, nothing was automated. So there was like a whole thing before we even started to hire that was all manual that really Team Ohana solved for. So what Team Ohana did was that it put everybody's roles into the same tool. So, as I told my problem before, we had recruiters, we had me, we had an HR person, we had a finance person. We were all working on separate spreadsheets. Now we were all working on the same interface. We were able to upload options impact into the tool. And as we were able to upload the bands, we had trust now that finance and the people function were aligned on the same bands. We also have our hiring managers now also on the tool. So before, when we were using spreadsheets, I actually could not allow them permission to look into my spreadsheet. Right. And so
Right,
now I was able to permission hiring managers to see their own headcount. And we basically gave them headcount transparency. And actually, even
right,
more important, pay transparency, because now the bands were able to be in. And so hiring managers could actually check the bands against their own assumptions, which before they had to just learn it from us. And that argument would have been like, oh, well, they should be paid this much. And the hiring manager would be like, no, it should be more or it should be less. The market's telling me this. And now we at least have some sort of ballpark and some sort of point in which we can have those discussions in a healthy way. And so I think, pay transparency, the ability to collaborate with each other on this platform is hugely important. I don't think a spreadsheet is a collaboration tool. I think a spreadsheet is a visualization editing tool that doesn't really help collaborate as well. And ultimately, basically, what it did was help us define our roles. And before, when I would need approvals, it would be an email. And now I can actually set up approval flows. And that's actually not just a process problem. It helped us resolve like, what is your role? Are you the accountable, responsible, or are you the person that just needs to receive? And in many parts, we were able to do that.